Hello and welcome to another update video about Ethereum as we're heading into a new trading week. I don't see much change here on this chart because we're still holding the green support zone, and the market actually showed a small reaction to our support zone here. So we're going to zoom in a minute. So for a little bit of context, the idea is obviously that we are here in circle wave 3 still, but in the late stages of this wave 3, which actually started down here around the 23rd of January, because we have a wave 1 and a wave 2 complete, wave 3 complete, wave 4 complete, and this here is the last wave up, wave 5, which, as I mentioned yesterday, could have topped. Okay, it could have topped. But I would prefer one more high. The thing is now with that pullback, you could argue that it's topped. Okay, if wave 5 of 3 has topped, what do I now need to see for further confirmation? So at the moment we have only pulled back in 3 waves. I can easily label that as an A, B, C structure, and we are holding support. Even if we break below the initial support range, that does not necessarily confirm that all of wave 3 has topped. We would need to see a little bit further evidence for that, but it would already be a good indication that all of wave 3 has topped. The relevant support level then, if the initial support range breaks, and that is, by the way, between $3,730 and $3,770, if that range breaks, it becomes more probable that all of wave 4 is unfolding. Yeah? That support region is between 2,940 and 3,455. So that is the risk that we see in case we get a deep pullback. And that's also, however, the support range where the price has a good chance to find support to rally in wave 5. The initial targets for circle wave 3 were reached. As you know here, 3,990 initial target. So basically the risk is high for a deeper pullback. But a break above the Friday high, which is basically at $4,000, would then confirm that we are in another extension higher. So I want to talk to you about these scenarios, and I would like to simplify the chart. I think the current pullback allows for a simplification of the chart. So let's do that, because it was getting quite messy there. So you see here with this move up, we can justify a potential 5-wave move up now. Wave 5 of 5 of 3. And in the short-term bullish scenario, we might still see further extensions. And they would look like this. 5 waves up in wave 1. Then a wave 2 pullback. 3, 4, 5. This is how I could imagine we see another extension higher. Like this, yeah. The problem with this structure is, though, that we might see a deeper pullback in wave 2. I do not see enough clarity to give you a Fibonacci support zone like a trade setup pullback zone. I just don't see, because we're in an area now, in an environment where we could have topped. So I think it's worth to be on the side of caution. So I'm not prepared to add another micro support zone here. We've got this initial structural support zone that we're holding at the moment, but technically speaking, this wave 2 could go a little bit lower, absolutely. But it's also possible that all of wave 3 topped. So yeah, I'm not gonna play around with additional support zones because it's possible that it could have topped, okay? Yes, if we break above the $4,000 level, we are likely rallying in wave 3 or 5 or 3 and extend higher, possibly towards $4,500 next. And then we can calculate further targets as soon as I have a low in place for wave 2. So that's sort of what we are dealing with. Short-term bullish. is a scenario in which we could extend higher, but it takes a break above the $4,000 level to confirm. And then I think we're looking at 4,500, maybe even higher. Whereas it is absolutely possible that in a short-term bearish scenario, we're already in this circle wave 4. These are the two scenarios we're watching at the moment. I think it's important to understand the context at the moment. The chart is overall, zooming out again, the chart is overall very, very bullish. We had a wave 2 low here on the 23rd of January. This here is likely wave 3, then a 4, then a 5, and we carry on higher to all-time high. That's the idea, and the chart is overall bullish against 2,940. If we get this larger degree wave 4, it could be an opportunity for to find entries maybe for going forward, rising prices. So maybe tomorrow we'll get a little bit more clarity, or overnight. If we see a first 5-wave move down, we would have first further confirmation that the larger degree 4th wave is unfolding. Because if this is a wave 2, the pullback needs to remain a 3-wave move. So I think we might have a little bit more clarity about that tomorrow. So I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.